Hi there, I'm Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about hand luggage. I've got my Disney wheelie bag, I've got my shoulder bag, and I'm going to show you exactly what we are taking on our long haul flight. We are going to be flying to Atlanta this week and then coming back from Orlando. So we are going to be going to Disney as well, so this is a road trip first and then on to Disney. So I thought I'd go through my wheelie bag with you first. I thought I was doing really well. We've just put in the last few bits and pieces and I can't believe how much I've actually got in here. It is just under the 10 kilo weight though that Virgin allow. This is my Disney wheelie bag. It's my Kath Kitson bag. I did do a review on this when I bought the bag, so I will link that up below for you. I've got several different compartments. So I've got a top zip here. This is just a small compartment, and no, it's not. I haven't got used to my bag yet. Here it is. I've got my sunglasses. So they're ready for when we arrive. It's just a small compartment, so that's ideal. Then in this next section here, I keep what my friends call my folder of dreams. I have everything in here for the trip. I like to have printouts for the flights, the hotel accommodation, the houses we're staying at. Everything is in here that I need. I've got copies of driving licenses, passports. I do have everything saved to the cloud, but I like a paper copy as well. We've also got like the save time for when we get to the airport, so we don't have to go to the garage for the car rental. Everything's in the folder of dreams. Then in the main compartment, I have a zip-up compartment just inside. This is stuff that I don't need at all, but I want on me. I've got a tiny little pouch here, a Disney pouch in here. I've got my sprocket, my little photo printer and photo paper. I don't need that on the plane, but I want it kept with me, as if it were to go missing, it would really upset me if because I really want to scrapbook whilst we're away. That's all that's in that part. I've then got in this bag here, this is everything I want with me on the plane. For years now, we go on the plane and I've generally got the, I've generally got things like my iPad, my books, sweets, that kind of thing in my handbag, which I carry on my shoulder. I was watching somebody's video the other day. I can't remember who it was, so I can't say thank you. You know what it's like, you end up watching so many videos. But she had a separate bag in her wheelie bag so that when she got on the plane, she could lift it out, put it by her feet, and she didn't have to keep going up to the overhead locker, as I can't reach the overhead locker as I'm really small, so it's me sending my husband into the overhead locker all the time. So this time I've got a bag and everything is in here that I need for the plane. I try and keep just my essentials in my shoulder bag as it feels really heavy. So I will show you what I'm carrying. I've got a portable battery charger for my phone with a long lead so I can keep it in the back of the seat in front of me. I've got, this time I'm doing everything in pouches, so it's easier. In this pouch, I have got wet wipes, I've got Uno, I've got a deck of cards, I've also got headphones. We all take our own headphones on the plane, and I've got one of these. Have you ever seen? It's a headphone splitter. This one I bought from Primark for £1.50. We have been on the plane before where one of the little things that you put the headphones in at the socket wasn't working, and so by this you can actually put it into one of them and you've got space for two headphones to go into it. So luckily that time I did have a headphone splitter on him, and it just meant that the kids could both listen to something, otherwise one of them would have been very unhappy. The other thing I keep with me are cheap earphones. These are £1.50 from Primark. I've always got spares on me, so if somebody breaks their headphones, I've always got a cheap spare pair. Aid and I are both taking some Grey's nibbles on the flight, a little bit of a healthier crunch. And we've also got candy. I've got barley sugars, my favourite raspberry bonbons, and cough candy as well. The children are still to choose their own. In this little pouch here, my pouches, by the way, are from Kath Kitson. I've got, Holly struggles with her ears. She's got a little pouch of ear planes for her ears. I've also got other little earplugs. And then I've got, again, Holly really struggles with her ears. She's got glue ear but refuses to have an operation. So the Sudafed does help a little bit. It's a decongestant, non-drowsy. She takes that just before we take off with the ear planes, and also sniffs on this Vicks inhaler, and it's supposed to open up the airways because she's got very small airways. I had the same as a child, but I had the op. She hasn't been diagnosed it until I think she was about 16, 17, so I cannot force her to take the operation, and she refuses to do anything, but this does actually help. I've also got plasters, band-aids, and then I've also got like upset tummy tablets. I've also got both Ada, myself, and the kids take different painkillers. They like the Nurofen melts that they suck. I take ibuprofen and codeine, and Ada takes, I think, paracetamol and something else. So we've all got different painkillers. So basically, this is my little first aid pouch. Oh, I found more candy, my favourite. Thank you, Laura. Mike and I are still addicted to them, and I've got a little box for the plane. They're a bit like jelly beans. I have a book that I'm currently reading. I don't tend to read on holiday because I don't have time. But I've got a book. I've got my iPad mini. I always keep a book with me that I use for work notes. I do work for myself, and I work every day whilst I'm away. So I keep one book for work. And this is my ideas for work. Everything from YouTube videos to kit ideas. Everything goes in here at the moment. So I've got both with me, as often I find when I am somewhere and I least expect it, ideas come to me and I need somewhere to write them down. And I like to keep them all in one place. This is going to be where I keep my trip report this year. I do usually have a proper spiral bound notepad. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get on with this year, as it is different. But my idea being, I've started it already. I've just thrown the pen on the floor. I'm going to add a photo each day as well. So that's the plan. And as you know, there's a pen, or there was a pen in here as well. And talking of pens, I've also got my pen pouch. I have taken the scissors out, as obviously they can't go in hand luggage. But this is my Webster's Pages pen pouch. These are my favourite pens. They're Uniball. I've got all different colours. I've got pencils, biros, highlighters, a rubber. I've got other biros, pencils. I've got watercolour pencils. I've got some black fine tips. And I've also got some little sticky notes. Like I said, I do work while I'm away, and I do plan to create while I'm away and really make my journal a bit more special this time. So that's going in my plain bag. I have also got 2 extra portable chargers going in my hand luggage. I've got the GoPro that's going in my hand luggage that we won't need till we get to the car rental. In this bag here, this has every single charger and adapter that we need. We've got several different cameras. We've also got, like I said, adapters. We do take extension leads that we check in for both our rooms and the kids' rooms, so everyone can charge their various devices at night. We've also got the devices with the chargers with the USB as well. So every single charger is in there. So obviously we don't want to check that in. It needs to go as hand luggage. I also have another zip on the side here. I've got my camera case, but I'm going to be using that, so I'm not going to put it away. And I've got my little muff here for my camera, that little fairy thing, so you don't get all the noise when you're filming, when you're outside. I've got our magic bands. We are due to collect new ones. I've had them sent to my dad's, but just in case he leaves the package behind, I've got our old magic bands. I've got some some Disney candy for the car when we ride. And the other thing I have is a bag of loose change, American change. We keep a lot of quarters. We've been caught out before when we go to like toll roads and things, so we always have a bag of change and lots of quarters now. So that's everything that's in my Disney wheelie bag. Oh, I tell you what I haven't got, Aid, I've just remembered my neck cushion, please.
Where is it?
It's probably attached to my old wheelie bag.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, I just suddenly remembered that. I've got... Yes, please.
Now?
No, not now.
Now if you want.
No, it's fine. I've also got a Mickey Mouse neck cushion as well, which I will clip to the top here. Now, on to my piece of hand luggage. I just have a little shoulder bag. I try and keep this to my absolute essentials. I get really bad back and neck ache when I've got a heavy bag. So I've just got things that I need in the airport, really. We always get extra plastic bags when we go through, and so we put everything into the bags, the security bags, before we go to the airport. It makes it so much easier than trying to separate things when we get there. In here I've got hand cream, my foundation, I've got Rescue Remedy spray, I've got hand back sanitizer, I've got breath spray, nail glue, and forehead, which is a sniffy thing which helps with headaches, and I've got my mascara in there as well. I've got my little mini planner that's got all my information to keep me organized for work whilst I'm away. In this Disney pouch here, I've got a pack of tissues, ladies things, I've got a makeup brush, I've got a couple of lip glosses, and I've got my blush and my powder. I do keep a full set of makeup on me just in case my luggage were to go missing. I've got everything with me, and these are all brand new as well, my foundation and my powder. So again, if the bag were to go missing or something, I've got everything I need on me. I've got my camera, and I've got my little my tripod-y thing there. I've got my phone. That's in that section. I've got some little, oh, I forgot, I've got little pouches inside this pouch here. I've got a couple of tea bags, some, what's that? Oh, spare battery for my camera. And on the other side, I don't know why I keep these cranberries in my bag. Craisins, sorry. I got them in Epcot in 2012, and since then they've always been in my handbag. I'm not superstitious, but I always keep them with me now, so they're in there. In this next section, I've got my purse. I do keep a different purse for our trips, so I keep all my cards that I use for the States in here. I've got, I don't use my normal credit cards, although I collect the miles with them. They aren't, I get charged for using them abroad. I do have a Barclay card that I don't get charged on, so I use that whilst I'm away, and I have the app on my phone, so I pay it off as we go. In my purse, I also have a little set of Post-its. I want to keep these on me just in case the kids say something funny or something happens, and I just want to write it down. I've got our Disney annual passes, and our various other bank cards. So in this pouch here, I've got passports, I've got some money, and I've got our Universal Park passes. So that's my shoulder bag. I've also got some bits for the kids. I like to give them a bag each of treats. Louis is super fussy. He's got things like plain brioche, cheese twists, mini Jaffa cakes, gingerbread men, chocolate chip cookies. There's pain au chocolat, and I've bought some mixed up meerkats, some sweets. It's rather a dry diet, but he generally doesn't eat on the plane. He doesn't really, doesn't even eat the desserts actually, does he? No. So that's Louis, and Holly's got a scaled down version of goodies. At least she eats on the plane. I was also going to touch on Aid's hand luggage. His is more the technical bag. Okay, we've got things like he keeps all the cables for everything, all the phone chargers, everything like that. We've got hand luggage scales, we always keep those with us. We've got the sat nav, we've got the GoPro stand, we've got the big DSLR, we've also got the water camera. He's got some biscuits and things. What's this?
Cables.
More cables. Oh, we've got the MacBook.
That's in another bag.
Oh, that's in another bag. Hand cream, I can see. What's in the other bag?
Which bag's that?
Oh, that one there.
More Mac accessory kind of things.
Okay, Mac accessories. There's sunglasses. He has prescription sunglasses. Hard drives. What else have I forgotten? Anything else?
All your work stuff.
My work stuff. What's that? hard drives and
well, no,
things.
just the ability for you to be able to work while you're overseas.
We've
got mobile Wi-Fi.
We've got mobile Wi-Fi. I basically, wherever I go, I set up an office so I can continue working. He's got everything to do with that in his wheelie bag. I think that's all the hand luggage. I think I've covered everything. It feels very organised. Does it seem a lot to you? What do you take on the plane with you? Let me know. I would love to know what you take in your hand luggage. I do not take spare clothes. I know you quite often take a set. No, you're not?
No, I haven't.
Okay. We just hope we've mixed everything over the cases. So if there were a case or two to go missing, we should still be fine. But I just feel we've got so much already. I don't want to carry anything else. So I do feel it's kind of the essentials that we need. And things like water camera, and obviously things like cables, chargers, and all that kind of thing. If we were to lose our cases or arrive before our cases, things that we would not want to be without when we get there. So that's what's in our hand luggage. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you have, and please leave a comment below. Tell me what you take on board that we don't. I would love to know. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.